Money, it's a crime. Step back, hold on, it's not even on my mind. That's right, guys, I don't believe in the monetary system, and today I'm going to tell you why I don't. Something to specify that's very important is that just because I don't believe in the monetary system doesn't mean I don't utilize it. I don't go around and steal what I need. I do use the monetary system, and I know it exists. I'm not a raging lunatic, but I don't believe in the policies and ideas that money propagates. First of all, what is money? Well, money is this dirty piece of paper with the president on it. Other than that, it's nothing. It's not backed by gold anymore. It's basically a bit of confidence. I see it as being a way of cutting out the bullshit of somebody swindling you on a daily basis. Hey, you want to paint my fence? I'll pay you $50. That's $50 of confidence. That's $50 depending on you that you're going to do the job and not just take the money and run. Not just take the reward and run. That's what it is. Money doesn't produce anything. What produces things is human ingenuity. People love to make the argument that if there was no such monetary system, people wouldn't be creative. People would not be motivated to do things and go out and make better choices in their lives because there's no reward system. But I have to refuse that idea. I've seen what people do in video games alone, where, sure, it's just frivolous fun, you may think that, but that's human ingenuity. That's creativity. That's people who go out without having any monetary reward and create vast worlds that you couldn't even imagine. What money does is the complete opposite of giving people motivation to create things. What it does is bound people. Now you can't go out and pursue your dream of being a musician or being an artist because you need to put dinner on the table. It's modern day slavery, except here's the catch. The slave owner doesn't have to provide you with food and housing. You do that yourself. Good luck. And this is where you have to realize the monetary system is completely a belief system. It's nothing more than a silly religion, just like all the other ones. In order for money to exist, you need to believe in it, just like a god or deity. There is no Jesus unless you think there is, and that's the same premise with money. That's why I state I don't believe in the monetary system. I understand that it exists, and I understand that it's the guiding principle for the morons, or more-offs, being that their mind is more turned off than on, of this century, but still, if you don't believe in the monetary system, and then you provoke others to do the same, eventually it's going to lose its value. But what's the alternative? What could we do if we don't have that $50 bit of confidence that you're going to paint my fence? Well, it's going to take a lot, people. It's not going to be something that's worked out overnight. But it's going to take actual human communication. It's going to take people actually understanding what each other thinks and not trying to interject your own ideas and overstep everybody just to produce more. That's another thing that this culture does of money, is it has that dog-eat-dog sense about it. No longer are humans communal like we started out as, starting out in clans, having hunter and gatherer tribes. It's everybody for himself. It's me, 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 all about me. I need to grab more before my neighbor does. It creates false delusions of happiness. At early ages, when kids don't know what exactly makes them tick, they're constantly smothered with gifts from parents and grandparents and told that this is what makes life good. Toys are what make life good. More items are the key to success. Kids go on believing that because there's no one else to tell them otherwise, but they still feel empty inside. Money creates false demigods and idols for people to worship just on the basis of how much they have. It's a sick and twisted culture that doesn't make any sense when people don't have any merits for what they do, just have. It squanders creativity, robbing people of their muses. Instead of having a life career of music just because it's your passion, someone may fabricate songs that otherwise wouldn't be looked at as passionate and true just to make the bill, just to make the buck and do what the manager says so they can provide for their families. It's understandable, but it's the evil that leaches into the system when money's involved with creative beings. It creates an exorbitant amount of waste. Instead of using resources to their fullest and maximizing efficiency, what companies will do is institute planned obsolescence in their goods so they purposefully fail, leaving you having to buy more, simply repeating the process, wasting more resources, and polluting the planet further, just to make a profit. They keep the conversation dry, uninteresting, and confusing to the masses, so people don't question what is taking place right beneath their noses. They accept it as just the way it is and go on about their days without worrying about a thing. Aside from waiting for humans to evolve, what else could you do? I don't believe in the monetary system, but I have to live with it every day. How do I get by? Well, the ultimate goal is to live off the grid, is to not need the monetary system, is to completely be able to sustain yourself with food, with renewable energy, and not need any government interference. If you don't utilize their system, if you don't believe in their religion, it will slowly fade away. And as more and more people fall off the grid, and the others look to those who have taken the plunge, and they see how much happier they are because they're actually pursuing what they want to do in life instead of working the 9-to-5 grind, the game will be revealed. It's a game set up for you and I not to win. It's for us to strangle and struggle along as the others laugh. Who are the others? The ones who are profiting off of pain. The bankers, the politicians, those who shake hands behind each other's back and you don't see the deals that are going on. Read the article below in the description called The Real Housewives of Wall Street. It's a shocker, and it's going to enrage you. Millions and millions of dollars gone missing, and nobody knows why? Right. It's such a convoluted system, it's really amazing when you think about it, how it still exists, how it still barely keeps afloat. But once again, I go back to the fact that it's a belief system. It's a religion, and there are so many people invested in it. It's worse than something like Catholicism, where if you try and poke and prod and question at it, they'll slap you on the wrist with a ruler. Oh no, they'll foreclose your home. It's much better. But that is why it still exists to today. People don't realize, or people don't take the time to think, what a convoluted, haggled system it is. Why are you doing something that you hate to do? Why? Because you have to. If you could go throughout your life with not having to worry about food or a roof over your head, what are some of the different choices you would have made? I'd like to know. Comment below. If money wasn't an option, if you didn't have to worry about it, what would you do with your life? And give it some time. Think about it. People really just like to sign that question off as, oh, I wouldn't do anything. I'd just be lazy. I'd, sit around on the couch, watch TV, drink a beer, whatever. You wouldn't. Trust me, you wouldn't. You'd get bored with yourself doing that. And now, that's not to say that there aren't people who wouldn't do that, but still, if money wasn't an option, if you didn't have to have a job, where would you be in life? Give it some thought and post in the comments below. I'll have a video response to your comments if I get enough.